On to race number 6, which is our feature race on Sunday. We're on the turf here, 1,000-metre dash, the Peninsula Golden Jubilee Challenge Cup, which sees the return of Refined Treasure. Won 3 of his 4 starts last season. Looks a horse of enormous promise. Sylvester de Sosa will ride from barrier 5. My Beginner's Luck course and distance winner 2 starts back. Best Sense makes his Hong Kong debut. Bright Kid the same, a 2-time winner Australia. Perfect Buddy, also a winner Australia. It's his Hong Kong debut, as it is for Play to Win as well. Speedy King course and distance for the first time, and Joyful Family. He's chased home Styling City on his last 2 starts. In the best part of 10 lengths behind him as well.
Paul always stays at the Peninsula when he travels the world, and it's great to have their sponsorship for our feature race, for race number 6, Class 3, Flying 1,000. Pace here, Play to Win, Best Sense have both got their fair share of speed. My Beginner's Luck, we know, can jump and run. Refined Treasure won't be too far away. Of the other ones, Bright Kid probably settles back midfield, you would imagine. So that's where he should be positioned.
Here is Refined Treasure. He's had a lot of problems, this horse. He's been, the vets know him by name, but he's going nicely enough. He's had 9 gallops coming into this. He's put on 28 pounds, but he's still won off that similar body weight before. My Beginner's Luck, he's changed stables now. David Ferraris has got him, so thought it was worth just showing him with the new stable, Matthew Poon. And down the back straight here, you can see this is one of the first starters here, Bright Kid. Tongue tie goes on him. He's had 3 trials. He's 11.48 pounds, and he's working okay down the back as well.
All right, we'll see Bright Kid in a moment, in actual fact, in one of those trials. We'll start off, though, with another one of the debutants, Best Sense, and his jockey, Keith Young.
Keith, Best Sense, looking at that trial that you rode him in, he looks like a pretty speedy horse.
Yes, he did. He jumped well, then he showed a lot of speed, and then he travelled nicely to the line and finished strongly.
Won that trial by 4 lengths. Visually, it looked impressive. Did it feel good to you?
Yes, but you gotta consider he's trialing against a bunch of new horses, so it did well in the trial, but then the length isn't really important, I think.
How important is it that he's had that experience up the straight track here, heading into Sunday, where he's first up over 1,000 metres?
I think that's what he wants, because the previous trial he had, it was on the all-weather track, and it seems he didn't handle the turn too well, and that's how it. And actually, Micho put me on after that, and I said he was moving fine, and then we decided to put him in the straight trial, and he did very well. So I think at this stage, the straight 1,000 is his distance.
Fitness-wise, for his first up run, where's he at?
I was fairly happy. He's truly improved in the trial, and he's pretty fit.
Price trained him in Australia, got 3 wins out of him from his 10 starts. What do you think first up?
Sun Quan was his name. Won his maiden at Tatura by over 5 lengths. I liked that trial, actually, and I think Refined Treasure, we're going to talk about him in a moment. He's clearly the horse to beat on what we've seen, but he's had a lot of soundness issues, and I think Best Sense could give him a little bit of a run here first up.
Yeah, they're putting blinkers on his debut run. He was a little bit flattered with that trial, though, because he's rated 78. Everything else is rated 52. They were new horses. But, look, I've got him in as well. I expect him to run well. He did run second in a listed race on the Sunshine Coast, and I'm not sure how that form is going to transfer down here.
Yep. He's an interesting runner.
OK, that's Best Sense, the 4-year-old. This is Refined Treasure. Now, he could be unbeaten, Refined Treasure. He's very unlucky on debut. He then rattled off 3 big wins. This is his sole trial coming into Sunday.
Yep, he's a classy act, there's no doubt, but he's had bilateral knee surgery on the 17th of May, and then he's had new chips in both knees shortly after that. So he's had a few setbacks, but we know surgeons these days can do amazing things with the knees and so forth, and provided he makes a full recovery, he'll be hard to beat.
Yeah, he's put on 28 pounds. I'm not worried about that, because that was the weight when he first started off running. Anyway, so he's just put the weight on that he had lost. OK, this is Bright Kid, another debutant, a winner from Australia.
Yeah, won at Doomben, 4-year-old by Show of Heart. I tend to think he can run a reasonable race, but I'll be looking for him over a bit further. Yeah,
11.48 pounds. He's had 3 trials as well, so he should run OK, but I haven't got him in there. Tongue tie on debut.
All right, Play to Win was supposed to start 7th of November. Missed that. He was had a lameness issue, but Chad's go for the ride from barrier 11.
Yeah, he's got the good draw. He's over that lameness problem. They're going to put the hood on for him, debut. He's had the 2 trials here. He's 1,079, so he's pretty ready to go. Look, I've got him in. I think he's a horse going well.
Same. Didn't miss a place from his 5 starts in New Zealand. Won at Wanganui. Wanganui. Named after Paul. Backstreet Boy was his name. You're a Backstreet Boys fan, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I've seen the poster on your wall.
Have you?
Above the computer.
All right.
Good clarification. Refined Treasure, favourites to return as he left off last season?
Yeah, I think he will too. So I've got him on top, Refined Treasure. I think it's the strongest race around. There's a few of these first starters as the unknown. So Play to Win in there for 2nd, Best Sense in there for 3rd. And My Beginner's Luck, we'll put him in there for 4th. Matthew Poon, he's got barrier 1, but he's with a new stable, and we have seen him win down the straight 1,000 before. 1-8-3-2, I'll stick with the 1.
Yeah, I don't know if we've mentioned Matthew Poon, of course, back in the saddle after a few meetings off with suspension. He'll warm up for Wednesday night's International Jockeys Championship with a few reasonable rides there Sunday. 3-1-8-11. I'll take a chance with Best Sense to speed along and give Refined Treasure a run for his money. Class may tell in the end with the 1 overhauling him, but quite a few soundness issues, as we know. 3 to beat 1, 8 Play to Win. Don't mind the old New Zealander, Wanganui. And Young Legend, I think he could run a bit of a race at a price for the racing club. Drawn barrier number 9. Didn't mind his run behind Styling City over the same course and distance. He probably wants a drop in class, but I think he'll run reasonable. 3-1-8-11.
Wanganui is actually probably the quite pronunciation. They've put an H in its name now, so it's WH instead of WA.
You learn something every day.
Don't you? There you go. All right, 1, 3 and 8. We've all got those numbers there in the feature. Refined Treasure, very hard to beat, I think. We're back on the all-weather, though, after this 200-metre Class 4 on the dirt.